WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany, tasting rare and exotic whiskeys. Today I have something from Teeling Whiskey Sauternes Wine Cask, small batch series, 46% non-chill filtered, natural color, so Sommelier series, and Teeling Whiskey. So this is something that's actually not in Germany. This is something I bought from the Netherlands. We're not far away, but still, yeah, that's the way things are. It's in the Netherlands, it's in Belgium, it's in France, it's in Poland, it's in Sweden, but it's not in Germany. So I'm not really sure how many bottles of this were produced. Is it 600, 6,000, 60,000? A real cork, by the way. So that's that. Sauternes, I learned something also with this bottle, which I did not know, is I thought Sauternes was a region in France, south or southwest of Bordeaux, but no. Apparently, according to this, it says here, our second release focuses on the Sauternes wine producing region of Bordeaux, France. So the Sauternes is part of the Bordeaux region. I found out something new. And captures the unique influence of ex-white dessert wine casks has played in the future maturation of our flagship small batch blend. And the result is something wholly unique, reinforcing our ambition to craft and create the most interesting of Irish whiskey. This is limited edition, who knows how many. What am I going to compare it to? In my one whiskey video, this was the comparison of a Tomatin sour Sauternes cask, and so I thought I would take a Glenallachie Sauternes bottling and compare it then to this one. This is 46%, non-chilled filtered, no color added, same here. This cost about 64 euros, this cost about 46 euros. Whiskybase 176973. And yeah, so this is Scotch single malt, and this is, of course, Irish whiskey, which automatically means, since it doesn't say single pot still and it doesn't say single malt, it is a blend. And according to my information online, it's 80% grain, 20% malt. It was actually matured for 5 to 6 years in ex-bourbon casks, and then received a 3.5-year finish in Sauternes casks. So it's a total of 8 to 9 years old. 12 years old, 8 to 9 years old. Wow. All right, so on the nose, at the beginning, I do get that dusty moment of the single grain coming through, or the grain coming through. Over here, I get bombarded by the Sauternes casks. That's Sauternes here at its best, is what I'm going to call it. And this is maybe our Sauternes Light. Billy Walker is doing some amazing stuff over there at Glenallachie. I really must admit. On the nose, I do get a tiny little bit of that sour, sweet Sauternes moment. Some dried yellow fruits, some honeydew, maybe a little bit of butter. All right. Very interesting, and a dusty moment. Let's try. Cheers. This is somewhat still hot. Now, I should be comparing it to the Teeling small batch with the rum cask finish. Sorry, all out. This week I just bought the Teeling single malt again. And I forgot, I need to write it down. I need to buy the small batch collection again to compare things like this. So Teeling, they themselves do not produce grain, can't. They do have 3 pot stills in Dublin, but they are not a column still. This is made basically either from Cooley, or the new stuff is coming from the dad, from Jack Teeling, from Great Northern Distillery and GND. And I think Teeling's going to have a little bit of a rocky transition period, going from their stocks of whiskey they have from mainly Cooley, some Bushmills, maybe a little Middleton, over to their own made whiskeys. Yeah, I think they're gonna, people are gonna wake up and try a new bottle and go, that tastes different. What's going on here? Oh, it's a different distillery. Ah, okay. Maybe it's just an illusion of mine that I think that they won't get away with tricking the people into thinking that everything's the same as it's always been. I think there's going to be a little bit more of an educational and explaining transition period of years, 3, 4, 5 years maybe in total, before the people kind of go, oh, the old stuff was this, the new stuff is that. Interesting. Okay, got it. I like the new stuff as well, which I hope. Teeling's doing good stuff. It's usually 46% plus. All right, very good. Non-chill filtered, no color added. They have the right for the geeks out here. Sometimes, though, some of the whiskey is still a little bit young, a little bit hot, and not really up to par for my personal palate. If you're a whiskey geek, if you're an Irish whiskey geek, and if you're an Irish whiskey fan, buy the bottle if you can. It's something very, very unique. There's not that much Zoltan going out there with Irish whiskey, and so that's good. Oh, my question of the day is, what other bottles do you know from Ireland with a Zoltan cask finish? So, if you're looking for a good Zoltan for a cheap price, Glenmorangie, Nectar d'Or. Also the Glenallachie here, the 12-year-old, if you can find it, was one of 6,600 bottles. Much more Zoltan cask influence over here. Creamier, nicer, wonderful, nice. And the other third recommendation would be Arran Zoltan cask. Also, they're doing good stuff. The new stuff from Arran, especially after the new bottle design and the new label design, beautiful stuff. Highly, highly recommendable. So this over here is not blowing me away. This is more of a C- in my book. Value for money, it's more of a D. 46 euros for something that I'm not wow about. There's a lot of heat at the beginning, and then that Zoltan finish is very subtle. Some people would say well integrated. The distillery character, coolly, together here with the Zoltan, well mingled, well married, well vatted, but still kind of a little bit more of an oomph, in my opinion. A little bit more power here. This is what I would rather have, to be honest. A good Zoltan cask. And personally, and that's my personal opinion, even though it says Irish whiskey on it, I would prefer to have an Irish whiskey single malt. I would like to have a lot of from Teeling blended Irish whiskey. And if it just says Irish whiskey, I was hoping for much higher, if not 100% single malt composition. All right, so can you tell me any Irish whiskeys that have a Zoltan finish other than this one, this Sommelier selection here from Teeling? All right, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for liking. Thank you very much for sharing this video and also commenting. And I wish you all the best. We'll see each other soon. WhiskyJason here. Bye-bye.